power of oops is saying it's okay to make a mistake. They're always going to happen. And how do I just shift gears? How do I learn from the mistakes I make and do it differently? That's all it is. So the first way to instill it in your family is to make sure you've instilled it in yourself, because there's a good chance that that's not how you grew up and that's not how you view mistakes. So what do you say out loud or to yourself when you turn the wrong way, when you didn't get something at the store that you meant to pick up, when you drop something off the counter? So the first piece is, how do we respond ourselves when we make a mistake? Oops, that didn't go the way I had planned. I'm going to go ahead and clean that up and do it differently. So to be really vocal in front of your children about how you accept the mistake and then you do it differently. One of my favorite parenting forgivenesses is when we say this to kids. I'm sorry that I yelled at you. And for most of us, the next word out of our mouth is, but. But here's why it's your fault. You shouldn't have done that, and then I wouldn't have done what I did. So instead of that, we're just going to go, oops, that didn't go the way that would have been the best for you or for me. So I'm going to do that differently. So when they learn that we're willing to face the mistake that we made, face it with grace and just say, oops, that didn't go well, and then to go ahead and do it a different way, we teach our children one of the most valuable lessons they could ever learn, and that is how to be graceful when you make a mistake, how to make a mistake and recover. And that, wow, if we could do that in our world, it would make such a difference, because then we wouldn't all hold this impression of a human being as being somebody who never makes mistakes. And then maybe we could be just a little bit more compassionate and thoughtful when people have a bad day. So do that with your kids. First do it with yourself, and then for them. If something happens, if you walk in and they've made a mess, you can say, oops, looks like things got a little bit out of control in here. And so it's going to be important to put things back where they go. You guys were having so much fun, you forgot that getting everything out is just too much. So let's figure out how to do that differently. Let's figure out how to do it differently instead of, what did you do? So when we react to their mistakes with a way that says you can back that train up and you can learn to do it differently, it gives them the sense that there's always another opportunity. And let's face it, we have multiple opportunities every day to make mistakes and recover. So we ought to get really great at being able to do that and to stop this crazy train that says mistakes should never happen.